everyone. Welcome to Close Up on America's Business, the program that takes you inside some of the most unique and successful companies in America. I'm Janice Marie. On each edition of our show, you have the opportunity to meet some of the most innovative business leaders in the country today. You'll find out what their products, services, technologies, and business models can do for you, and what they're doing to change our world and to change the way we do business.
Take a look. It is hard to find something more magnificent than this. A gorgeous swimming pool where the water just seems to invite you to come on in. In that regard, this is one of the most inviting pools you will find anywhere. This is the student pool at the Dedman Center for Lifetime Sports here at Southern Methodist University in Dallas. It was built by a unique swimming pool company that specializes in high-end commercial pools for well-known universities like this, for municipalities, and on occasion even the penthouses of 30 to 40-story high-rise buildings, which is one of their specialties. The company is Sunbelt Pools of Dallas, and theirs is a unique story of two gentlemen who were college classmates over 30 years ago, but who came together back in 1986 to build pools of this caliber, and they do it now in a 5-state area surrounding and including Texas. Today, their company is one of the leading builders of this caliber of pools throughout the country. To learn more about their operation, we sat down with the two principals of Sunbelt Pools.
We're a commercial swimming pool construction company. Most of the projects that we do are projects that are designed by a licensed aquatics engineer.
What do you mean when you use the term commercial pools? What's the difference?
We're talking about pools that are large water parks. We're building a lot of student center swimming pools, such as at SMU. And we do build hotel pools and motel pools for higher end projects.
We are obviously a Dallas, Texas-based company, and originally all of our work was in the Dallas area. But what we do is so specialized that we found there's quite a demand for it in outlying areas as well. And most often our clients find that there isn't anyone locally who's capable of doing the kind of work we do, because there really is such a difference between a true commercial builder and a residential builder. The difference is understanding that a commercial pool is not just a large residential pool. Everything functions differently. There's different needs, different demands, because a backyard pool may have 2 people swim in it a week, whereas a commercial pool may have 200 people an hour. And so the way the systems function and are able to handle that extra bather load, we understand how that all works, how it all needs to be put together. We know how to integrate it so that when they have a completed project, it's actually a functional completed project. It's actually a leading question because we very often find people who are really not qualified to do this type of work, who attempt to do commercial projects, and they just destroy it. Very recently we had a project where we bid on it and we're actually the high bidder. About 4 months after the project was supposed to be completed, the owner called us to go back in and look at the horrible work that was done and basically help them figure out how to fix the mess that was made, because the builder just didn't know what he was doing.
The construction started in 2003, and we knew that we wanted to have a pool, and the architect decided that it would be nice to have an outdoor pool for the students to sunbathe by. So we decided to do both parts, and so then we immediately were put with Rob Morgan, and he took us to see several of the pools that they had done. Rob was aware of pools in Colorado using UV for their pools, and so he made some suggestions where we could come out financially better and have UV, because UV is more expensive, and that's been wonderful. We've not had any problem for the last 3 years, and if you were in Dallas at the last month, a lot of the pools are closing because of problems that they wouldn't have had they had UV. So we are very, very thankful that he made that suggestion.
Our business is always getting more technological. The digging the hole and putting pipe, that's pretty much old school stuff. You do it the same way you've always done it. But in operating pools, that's becoming much more high-tech every day. There's other technology, for example, ultraviolet technology, that's very popular now. And in the Dallas area, we've had a problem with cryptosporidium this year, which is a chlorine-resistant parasite. And it infects people and can be actually deadly. Things like UV technology, which are relatively new in the United States, is a technology we've been working with for about 3 or 4 years, and that technology destroys cryptosporidium. There's also new technology in ways to chlorinate your swimming pool, different things that we didn't have 10 years ago. Well, there's high-tech control systems to almost run your pool automatically. chlorinate it automatically, backwash it automatically, check the temperatures automatically, alarm you and call you up when something's wrong. That type of technology is developing all the time.
The normal backyard pool has about 30,000 gallons. And it would not be unusual for a project that we do to have as many as 500,000 gallons, which would be easily 10 times that of the normal backyard pool. And is a reason why it's very important that the pool be built and designed by professionals. A lot of people can take care of a backyard pool with very little training, but the level of expertise that it takes to be able to build and then maintain a large commercial project, that's a whole nother level of understanding. And a whole nother reason why Sunbelt Pools is set apart from our competition. We have a lot of people in our field, in the Metroplex, for example, that could handle a 30,000 gallon pool, but very, very few people that can handle 500,000 gallons and more. I'm always fascinated by the response that people have when they find out what it costs to build a pool in a high-rise. But you can imagine, most of the high-rises that we build and that are located in downtown areas are very difficult to access.
The project is a house on Victory Lane. We're actually on the 5th floor of the building right now that's under construction. And we're looking at the swimming pool here that is in a very rough state. When we're building pools on a high-rise building like we are, we deal with a lot of accessibility issues, getting all the materials that we need to this level. Here we have to stage it in areas and then lift it up by crane to get it up to this point. And other materials, a lot of the time we have to just carry upstairs and things of that nature. A lot of times we have to be very creative in ways to get materials to where they need to be.
Talk to me a little bit about your staff. What's your staff like?
Well, I think that's probably the single most important element of who we are as a company, is that Rob and I know one thing, and that is we're only able to do so much in a given day. And our expertise, although it is vast, is limited in terms of the time that we have to use that. And so the people that we have working for us are really the core reason for why we can carry out what our commitment is, and that is essentially delivering a quality product on time, exactly the way it was designed, to our customers. Our employees make that possible.
And there you are, a look at the unique story of Sunbelt Pools, builders of extraordinary quality of high-end commercial pools. I'm Doug Llewellyn reporting from Dallas.
Well, that does it for this edition of Close Up on America's Business. I'm Janice Marie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.